What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, you guys. We just got done watching the Bills versus Commanders, and the Bills come out victorious 37-0. Now, there's going to be people saying, oh, but we scored a field goal there at the end. Yeah, versus the Bills' second, third stringers. I'm not going to count that. We got our ass kicked by the Buffalo Bills today, 37-0. And hopefully a lot of people have come back down to earth about this team. I feel that I've been one of the only people out here trying to measure people's expectations since the preseason, and I've been getting a lot of crap for this for the last couple weeks. Just trying to tell you guys, hey, look, there's stuff I'm seeing. We look like the same team. We have the same problems. I'm not seeing the improvements. I'm just sitting here trying to warn people, and there's just been not a lot of people trying to hear what I have to say about my worries about the team. Not seeing the improvements that I need to see. I'm in a predicament here where I have to see it to believe it. I'm not going to just sit here and blindly believe that Sam Howell's that dude. I'm not going to just sit here and blindly believe that Eric Bieniemy's not going to only call 9 run plays in like the first whole half of the game and like 20-some passes or whatever. On a random tangent, Eric Bieniemy's been pretty good, but I'm not going to sit here and believe like he's going to be consistent, or the offense is going to be consistent, or the team's going to be consistent. I'm not going to believe it until I see it. And like I said earlier, in the preseason, like when we beat the Baltimore Orioles, the Baltimore Ravens, what I was saying was, how are we going to respond, and can we sustain success? Now, we played 2 teams that are not good, and we barely beat those teams. Sam Howell's looked pretty good in those games, and people just are kept riding this wave, so much so to where I've seen people talking mad trash online to other teams, like we are good. And like I said, I've been sitting here trying to do I feel like I've been the only person saying, like, I don't know, I'm not seeing what everyone else is seeing. I think this is kind of the same old stuff. Now, let's get to the elephant in the room, which is Sam Howell and his 4 interceptions. We had 5 turnovers. Antonio Gibson had a fumble, go figure. And then the other 4 interceptions by Sam Howell. Now, I've also been the person sitting here saying, I have to wait and see. I'm not going to just sit here and jump on the Sam Howell bandwagon. And I've gotten so much. You have no idea how much trash talk I've gotten, how much people have been coming to me and making a big deal that I'm not just jumping right on Sam Howell. I'm not jumping on this team thinking something's changed over the offseason. The amount of stuff I've gotten from people. And then we go to where we are now. 4 interceptions. This is the type of stuff that I expected this season to look like. I knew that there was going to be a rough game, at least in there somewhere this year for Sam Howell, which might really change people's opinions. But guess what? I've also been the guy who's saying, no matter what, he could have thrown 5 interceptions today. He's starting next week. He has to start every game this season. We need to figure out who Sam Howell is. If he's good, he's good. If he's bad, he's bad. But we need to play him, and we need to see. There can't be any controversy about who's the quarterback. He's our guy all season long. No ifs, ands, or buts. I'm rooting for the guy. I want him to do well. I want to see what he has. And that's the thing, is some of these people who have sat here and criticized me about having not just jumping on the bandwagons, thinking we're good and thinking Sam Howell's the elite and stuff like that. A lot of those people are probably now going to flip-flop from wanting Sam Howell. Now they're probably thinking, man, maybe Sam Howell's not that dude or whatever. I'm sitting here consistently with the same approach. I'm expecting him to make these. He's almost like a rookie. He's in the second year. Only played 1 game last year. I'm expecting stuff like this. I've been sitting here expecting stuff like this. I'm not let down. I didn't think we were. I thought we had a chance to beat the Bills. I didn't think we were going to beat them if I had to put money on it, right? So I'm sitting here measuring my expectations, and so I'm not all that let down. There's a bunch of people out there and people who are trying to tell you that the team is different, that just we're a different team, whatever it is. I've been the one sitting here saying, hey, maybe we're just, this is gonna be like almost the same thing. Maybe an aspect of our team is a little better than it was last year, but then another aspect where we were good falls off this year. We're just gonna be a decent, normal, average team. Nothing's changed. Nothing that I've seen drastically has changed over the last offseason or whatever. But there's going to be those people who are now going to switch fences or jump the fence and now kind of be down talking Sam Howell or whatever. I'm not trying to do that. I want to see what he has. He needs to start every single game. If he throws 4 interceptions for the next 4 games or whatever, I still want to see Sam Howell play the entire season. I don't give a shit. He needs to start every single game. That's how I feel about it. We need to figure out what he is. We need to give him the reps. We need to give him the chance. Now, something that I will talk about, not changing our quarterback, but something I will talk about, which is going to piss more people off, right? I think Taylor Heineke wins this game today, or at least gives us a really good chance of winning this game today. And I know there's going to be a bunch of people like, why do you always talk about people who are gone or not here or whatever? Like, and I get what you're trying to say is like, why waste your breath on the past or whatever? But I'm trying to tell you, the reason I'm bringing this stuff up is because we need to look at the top of the organization and see what they're doing. Could Taylor Heineke have won the first 2 games? Sure, he definitely could have won those games. Could it? I feel good going into this game today, 16 points at halftime, and knowing that Taylor Heineke comes out in the second half. Sorry, I didn't mute my phone. We could be down 16-0 like we were in this game, and at halftime we're coming out with Taylor Heineke. I still feel okay about the game. I still feel like we have a damn good chance of winning this shit. Do you? What have you thought that? But no, we have Sam Howell, and like I said, it's okay that Sam Howell struggled today. It's fine. That was probably one of the worst pick sixes I've ever seen in my life. Like, clearly just throws it to the guy. Like, but guess what? I'm not tripping. I'm not stressing. I've been sitting here saying this the whole time, but it's going to be the people who are trying to shill you on this team is different and trying to shill you on Sam Howell is elite and the truth and or whatever. Maybe he will be. Maybe he will be. But I've known that the whole time. Maybe he will become that, but he's not that right now, and it takes time. And how many, a very small amount of quarterbacks come into this league and just light shit up right away. There's a lot of people need to take time and get into the groove or whatever. That's my understanding. That's why I'm still here, wanting to see Sam Howell start every single game this year because I want to see what he can become. Now, what a lot of people think his ceiling is much higher than Taylor Heineke. I wouldn't exactly subscribe to that, but I would strongly consider it. But we still need to bring up the fact that I think Taylor Heineke either wins us this game today or it makes it a really close game. And that's just the damn truth. And like I said, there's going to be people upset that I'm even bringing this up. I would say be upset if people are talking about switching quarterbacks. No one's really going to be doing that this game. But if we see this 1 or 2 more times out of Sam Howell, there's going to be people, and I said this in the very beginning of the season about there might be a quarterback controversy, and my thought process on this the whole time has been the same. We got to see what he is. We need to play him no matter what. If it gets real ugly, we still need to see if he can bounce back. We still need to play him. We still need to figure out who he is. Besides that, what else? We know what Jacoby Brissett is. Excuse me, sorry. But I don't know, man. So the defense, they didn't play very well today, but they kept us in the game. They don't deserve a lot of the flack for today. This was straight up on the offense. Eric Bieniemy not running the damn ball. Brian Robinson is just clearly a star. Clearly a star in this league, and we're not giving him the ball. 24-yard run today. Give the dude the freaking football. We have a young quarterback struggling. Give the ball to Brian Robinson. I don't care how you do it. You could throw it to him on the screen, whatever. He's not going to fumble it like Antonio Gibson would. Just give him the ball somehow. And that's why I've been so far pleasantly surprised by Eric Bieniemy and what he could do with the offense. But today was bad. He was just coming out here having Sam Howell throw the ball like all over the place, and Sam Howell just looked bad. Sam Howell just got worse as the game went on, to be honest with you. He didn't get better. He got worse at the very end where he's like just throwing out routes into the dirt and like just you could tell that he was upset with himself. He took so many sacks today. Most of the sacks are on him. He stood in the pocket and just held the ball too long. He would step up into pressure. He would run away and then run into a sack. Like, it was bad today. It was real bad, and I can't wait to see how many people are out there going to try to spin this into just being the offensive line somehow. We knew the whole time the offensive line sucked. But guess what? Taylor Heineke got it out of there. Taylor Heineke, I think, is a little faster. I think that's what... does that not sound correct? Taylor Heineke, when he would try to get away and he would try to run away, he would be getting away from those guys coming up behind him. Sam Howell is getting caught by those guys coming up behind him when he's trying to get out of the pocket and stuff. I feel like Taylor Heineke was a little faster and a little bit more shifty. Now, Sam Howell, he's a little bit more beefy and like could probably take more hits maybe, but he's not as fast. And he definitely is a good runner and definitely has the vision for the running. But I just think he's a little bit more stocky and not as quick when he's getting out of there. I feel like Heineke is a little bit more elusive and would have gotten out of a lot of these sacks today. But like I said, I know there's going to be a lot of people pissed off that I'm bringing this up, but guess what? I'm pissed off that Taylor Heineke's not on the football team. So we need to sit here and think about, what is the organization doing? Are they doing the right thing or not? We don't know until the season's over. We don't know. Sam Howell could come back and bounce back and not throw another interception the entire season. We don't know. All we can do is wait and see, but I'm going to still question it. I'm still going to sit here and think, are we doing the right thing? Does Taylor Heineke win 3 games right now? Does he come in at halftime down 16 points and comes back and wins? There's a very good chance that, in my opinion, that could have happened today. So before I get into my notes, the Bills are just better than us. Let's give credit to where credit is due. Josh Allen is really freaking good. And another big point here in my notes that I wrote, and I also put it on my YouTube channel today. One of the reasons we lost bad today was because the discrepancy in our linebackers. Like the Bills linebackers are flying around, making tackles, getting to Sam Howell if he's trying to run the ball on a screen. We didn't have any screens do shit today. Their linebackers were hella good, flying around, getting interceptions, doing what they needed to do today. Our linebackers were absolute trash, and we've already known they were trash. And that was one of the biggest mismatches in the game today, and it was clear how good their linebackers were and how bad ours were. And they just kept exploiting it. How many times did Josh Allen on his touchdown walk, I call it. It wasn't even a run, a touchdown walk. He just walks right up the middle and just walks into the end zone. Nobody has vision and eyes on the quarterback. What are we doing? I don't know. I don't know. But that's, before I get into my notes, Brian Robinson's a star. Give him the damn football. He could run him 3 times if you need to get a first down. I don't give a shit. Do what you need to do. If Sam Howell's struggling, give the ball to other playmakers. Yeah. And then the other thing is the defense wasn't all that bad. I mean, it was 16-0 at halftime, and obviously, the defense wasn't as good as it was we've seen for a good stretch of time, but they kept us in the game today until they kind of gave up there at the end. But let me just get into my notes because I feel like I'm a little bit rambling now. Josh Allen with a 14-yard run for the first down. Payne has a tackle for a loss of 3. Defense bends, but doesn't break and holds them to a field goal. McLaurin already has 2 catches early. I thought that was a really good beginning of the game, was getting McLaurin the ball. Sam Howell takes a 9-yard sack, holding on to the ball. Sam Howell is picked off. He stares down. That was a bad interception, man. As soon as he let that ball go, I think we all knew it was intercepted. Like he was just staring down, and he kind of threw the ball late and didn't have a lot of velocity on it. As soon as that ball left his hand on that first interception, I think we all knew, like, this is, when something bad is about to happen. Like, you can't, like, when it's panned on the screen and you see just Sam Howell on the offensive line and the defensive line, and then you can't see down the field, but you see him, and he's just staring at one thing, and then he finally lets it go and doesn't have a lot of zip on it, and is thrown off of his back foot, or you're just like, before you can even see what is happening down the field, you're like, yeah, doesn't look good, bro. This doesn't look good. And sure enough, it was easy interception. Saw it coming a mile away. Can't do that. We needed a field goal there. And I didn't also like the play call on that play as well. Howell sacked again on 3rd down. They had like 9-10 sacks today. Us a big fat 0 sacks. David Mayo with the holding call. They got a good punt return, and then David Mayo with a holding call. I just cannot stand David Mayo. Why do we only run on 1st down? That's another thing that I didn't like today is Eric Bieniemy was kind of like, let's give Brian Robinson the ball, but on the most predictable run play on 1st down, just every time that he ran the ball, it was on 1st down pretty much. Like, sometimes call a pass on first down and then run the ball on second down. Like switch it up. I'm glad that like you kind of are showing a little bit you want to give him the ball, but don't like just every first down. Okay, let him run the ball. Like they're gonna catch on to that. It's super easy. I mean, come on, man. Uh, Sam Howell has a 19-yard run. That was a good play. But also worried. Don't want to see your quarterback taking hits as well. Uh, we go for it on the fourth, and it was a really bad play, and also maybe even a bad play call. I didn't like that. Sam Howell has thrown off his back foot a lot today. Even Sam Howell's mechanics today were not good. A lot of the times he's like on his back foot. It just doesn't look good. Just terrible day for Sam Howell. But you already heard how I feel. Gotta wait and see more. Maybe he bounces back. Maybe he never even throws another interception all season long. We don't know. We have to wait and see. We're still in the game, but the Bills are killing us with time of possession. Josh Allen runs for 23 yards. Our linebackers suck. The difference in this game is how much better the Bills linebackers are than ours. The Bills receivers just have a ton of separation all game. I know you guys saw that as well. Howell always misses the pressure coming from his left. This is another thing. We've seen it all season long already. Sam Howell, how many times are they blitzing from the left and Sam Howell cannot identify it? He does not know it's coming. When we are just sitting here watching it on TV and we all see it. It's like, hey, they're loading that side over there. They're about to blitz you over there on that side. And Sam Howell's completely oblivious to it. How many times have we seen that this season so far? And I just wrote in my notes, what are they working on all week? If it's not helping Sam Howell realize he's getting blitzed from his left all the time and he's not seeing it coming, and it's like every team's gonna see that and they're gonna do that if we don't fix it. So he misses the pressure, and then he throws another interception in our own territory. Kendall Fuller saves a touchdown. That was a really good play by Kendall Fuller. And another thing I wanted to add in here, I haven't seen a lot of people complain about Kendall Fuller, but apparently there's people out there doing it. There's a reason why you don't even see Kendall Fuller's name called a lot. That's because he must be doing the right thing. If they're not throwing the ball over to his side that often, like the teams must see his play on the field and know that he's in the right position, he's doing the right things. They barely throw the ball to his side of the field. So I don't subscribe to Kendall Fuller being really bad. Apparently people are saying out there. I don't know. He saved that touchdown play. Bills defense has 3 sacks and 2 interceptions, and we have none. 24-yard run by Brian Robinson. He keeps showing that he's a star. Give him the ball. Sam Howell throws another interception near the end zone. Well, it was in the end zone, and the guy came out of it. Our defense just gives up 30-yard passes left and right in this football game. As bad as our defense is playing, they have kept us in the game. Kendall Fuller gets an interception, but it was like a punt basically, and he also seemed like he got injured on the play. I think he came back, so that's fine. Sam Howell isn't as fast as Heineke, and he seems to be caught from behind a lot more often. Tons of Bills fans in our stadium. Like I said, dude, the same shit. They're trying to sit here and tell you, oh, we sold out the stadium, and shit's different this year. Just because we played 2 bad teams, and people think that we're not gonna have growing pains. People think that Sam Howell's just gonna be like elite every single game and not throw interceptions, and people are trying to spin you that shit is different. I'm not seeing it. I like look at the stadium today. The whole lower level was all Bills fans, rightfully so, because the Bills are very good. And I don't know, it's just the same shit, dude. It just really is the same shit, and people are trying to sell you that it's not. Cam Curl, and a lot of you are falling for it. Not all of you, but I feel like I'm one of the only people up here trying to tell you, don't. You're getting sucked into it again. You're gonna let this happen to you again. You're gonna after all the times we've been through this within the past decade or longer, you're gonna fall into this shit again, dude. Again. And people got on me this season for being kind of cautiously optimistic, or people want to say pessimistic, whatever. I've been waiting and seeing. They need to prove me wrong now to believe it. Like, that's where we've been fooled so many times. I'm not going to fall for it again, dude. And everyone's falling for it again, dude. I don't understand it. I don't understand how Cam Curl should have had an interception. We dropped so many interceptions, dude. It's not funny. Terrible screenplay gets worse because Antonio Gibson fumbles it. And that's basically the game. When Antonio Gibson fumbled that ball, that was pretty much the end of the game. Josh Allen walks up the middle for a 10-yard touchdown to walk. It was a walk, not even a run. Sam Howell throws the worst pick pick six I've probably ever seen in my life. Being down 30-0 makes me hate these uniforms even more. When we were down 30-0, I'm like, what? Looking at our team, I'm like, these damn uniforms suck, dude. We have fallen off so hard, especially in the uniform game. Josh Allen is out of the game with almost 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. He's just done for the day. Sam Howell runs into a sack, and then he runs into another sack. 9 sacks on the day. That's all I got for you guys. I don't want to make this too much longer. I feel like 20 minutes or less is probably the best. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I read your comments. I always respond to you guys. So, like I said, there's going to be a lot of people upset. There's going to be a lot of people trying to tell you, there ain't, don't worry about it, guys. Don't worry about it. It was just the Bills, and, we expect it, whatever. There's people getting high and low. I'm just I expected this shit. I'm in the middle. I already expected this season to be this way. We got a new owner. That's the highlight, right? But I don't see enough change to the team to make me think that we're going to be much better than we were last year. The Bills are good. Give them credit. But that's the end of the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.